Hi there, once again, Khawar Saleem Qamar is back with another informative video, and in this lesson of HTML and CSS, the lesson number 15, we are going to learn about CSS margins and CSS paddings. So as written in here, margin specifies the space around an element excluding the border. It means that if we have given a margin to an element, then the margin would start from the outside of our border. We can specify the margin for each side individually as well as we can give them in a single value as well. So if we want to specify it for each side, we can use these four properties: margin top, margin right, margin bottom, and margin left, to specify the value for each side of the margin for each side of our element. So the values which we can provide as a value for the margin properties are of these three types. In auto, the browser automatically calculates the margin for your object or your element, and in length we specify the margin in following units. We will learn about these units. We haven't learned about them yet. We are going to learn about them in upcoming videos. So the third type in which we can give our margin value is the percentage. It gives the margin to an element according to the width the element is having, the percentage of the element width. Whereas we can use a margin shorthand as well. As we talk about element border sort, the same way we have shorthand for our margin as well, right? As you can see, if you have four borders, then it starts from top, and in clockwise directions it gives all these four values distributed for all four sides. And if you have three values, the first one is for top, and the second one is for both left and right, and the third one is for bottom. Whereas if you have only two values, the first one would be for top and bottom, and the second one would be for left and right. And if you specify only one value as property of a margin, then that value would be applied to all four sides. So we have learned pretty much a lot of theory about margin. Let us get into our practical. Right here, as you can see, these are our files from our previous courses, and if you want any of these files, then the links would be in description for each lesson. So let us create a new file for our lesson number 15, which is about CSS margin.html. A boilerplate CSS margin and padding. We are going to create a div and give it an internal CSS internal style, and in this div, this is test div, and in this style we are going to give it the margin of 20 pixel, 10 pixel, 30 pixel, 40 pixels. Let us specify its border to see it clearly. Border 1 pixel, 2 pixels, solid green. Right, as you can see right now, the border for each side is applied to it according to the method we provided it here. After this, there is also a shorthand by which this is the first shorthand in which you can specify a value for all the types in a single place, whereas if you want it, you can give it in these three values as well. So this is the difference for our style here. After margin, there comes a new important property, which is padding. This padding is pretty much the same. All the shorthands and the single value or all the properties for padding are same, but the only difference is in here is that the padding the space is provided from the internal side of the border. Whereas, for example, if I may show you and write padding in here rather than our margin, then you can see that those spaces are given from internal side of this border, not from the external side. So this is it for this video. I hope you liked the video. You would be able to get all of these study materials The link would be in description. If you liked it, then press the thumbs up button. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Goodbye.